Alright, what's up you guys? I am finally in Zurich, near the city center right now. Seems like everyone smokes here. It's very interesting. In a while, like every corner there's someone like just chilling, smoking cigarettes. It's currently almost 9:30 p.m. and it's still bright as hell. So this is definitely new. I'm close to this nice neighborhood I read about. Not sure what it's called, but there's this area that resembles like Fifth Avenue, New York. I think I found it, ran into it. Roly-poly, Swiss made. I really wonder if you can have a better shot at getting one of these professional watches without waiting. Like you'd have to, everywhere else in the world, you'd be on the wait list. So I'm gonna walk in here and see if I can potentially buy one of these sports watches without waiting, because that's the typical path for anyone who wants to buy a sports watch at a Rolex or authorized dealership. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit intimidated. Not intimidated by what they're selling, but I'm intimidated by the poker game that's gonna happen. I'm guessing there's gonna be a very, very deep stack at the table because they're starting at small blinds are 5, big blinds are 5. So that's the smallest table. I might have to buy in for like $2,000 if I wanna have a solid shot, but let's see. I'm back at the hotel, and let me give you guys a shot of the hotel. This is what $115, I want to say $115 gets you 10 minutes away from the airport. So typically hotels, if you guys don't know this, but hotels near the airport are cheaper. Obviously it takes a little bit longer to get to the city, so you have to weigh your transportation cost and see if it's worth it, right? So for me, I wasn't sure how long I was going to stay, so it was perfectly fine just being in this hotel. $115 basic, but everything you need, to be quite honest, and everything works. Everything is just in good shape. You can tell everything's reliable, it is safe, works, everything's great quality, just all in all, good stuff. Not the most fanciest, but not the most fancy, but everything you need, the essentials. And it's a good location because there is some restaurants across the street and there is a supermarket as well. So that's kind of cool. Can't really see here, but the lobby, there's a gym. Obviously the gym is a little bit lackluster, but can't complain. At least I'll get some exercise in, and I'll bring my rubber bands downstairs with me. So there you have it. Until tomorrow. See you later. So I decided to stay another week, and my friend, this girl I dated before, she's coming to Zurich as well in about 4 or 5 days. So she's gonna show me around. It's nothing better than having a local show you around. And one thing I learned, still at this hotel Intercity, I want to share with you guys is from traveling so much is, you know, you can just kind of pick up some tips here and there on how to save money and, you know, jump through or finagle your way through, you know, obstacles. So I decided to extend my stay for 7 days minimum, right? And I checked their website, I checked hotels.com, and hotels.com was a pretty good rate. The website was slightly cheaper, just about the same. I should probably just exchange rate. It's basically the same. However, you know, in a situation like that, if it's the same, I always go to the hotel website directly. And you should do that for every time you book a flight. A hotel is, even though you see a good price on hotels.com, bookings.com, kayak.com, whatever it is, always confirm on the website itself. Like for instance, if you're flying United and you see a cheap, you know, ticket on bookings.com, I would go to united.com directly and also verify that that's the best rate, because sometimes, more often than not, it's not. And it's not bookings.com is always cheaper or the direct website is always cheaper. It really depends. It's different sometimes. You can't just have like a rule of thumb for this. So I would always confirm that. And for this situation, booking an additional week, bookings.com and hotels.com and the websites directly were all the same price. And I decided to go with the hotel website. And the reason for that is if you book directly at a hotel website, if anything changes on your reservation, like you decide to postpone your check-in or shorten your stay, like to 5 days, usually you'll be able to do that without any cancellations. So you won't have to pay like a cancellation fee. Whereas if you did that on hotels.com or whatever, you're gonna have to pay the full or some sort of a penalty fee. So something to keep note of. Alright guys, so here we're doing something a little bit different today. We're here in Zurich, and behind me is a thermal bath and spa. So if you guys ever want to check out some nice photos of this place, obviously Google, but what I'm trying to say is, if you want to see a beautiful scenery of Zurich, this is the spot, because on the top of this place right here, there is a rooftop pool. It's amazing from what I see on Google Images, and the person that I'm bringing along, or she's showing me, she's actually been here, so I know it's going to be good, but it's supposed to be Instagram worthy. That's why we're here. There's going to be like multiple rooms with different types of spas before you get to the very top, and I'm excited because I want to obviously shoot some nice photos for everybody so I can post on Instagram and let you guys all enjoy. So let's go. Guys, this is, I guess, where you change. Pretty nice. About to go into the spa, but gotta change, and this is where it's gonna happen. Alright y'all, so just finished checking out all the spas, different spas, the Roman baths, rooftop spa as well. The pool is absolutely amazing. So unfortunately they don't really allow photos, so couldn't really take too much for you guys, but all experience wise it was pretty good. About to change up and go have dinner, but wanted to shoot this little short little clip to let you know my experience here. The place is fantastic. It's really well equipped, designed, and just all around a nice place to relax and enjoy yourself after a long day, you know what I mean? So there you have it. I think I would come again, probably, you know, it's not too distant in the future, so definitely enjoy my time here. Alright, I don't know what to say anymore. I used up everything I wanted to use for this vlog. Anyways, we just finished our food, and it was delicious. It was very big. The plate was enormous. We had a big salad prior to our big pasta plate, and now we just gotta walk off some of that food, otherwise we can become like this big. We can't do that. I'm not sure where this nice Polish girl is taking me, but oh, let's take a look at that. It's quite nice. So even though she's Polish, E is Polish, but she's been here many times, so she's showing me around.
Yes, it's true.
That's true, right?
Yeah.
This is like her backyard almost. So my thoughts on thermal bath and spa. I liked it. I liked the way it was designed. I liked the aesthetics of it. It was very cool, modern.
Yes,
you know, it's very new.
You can spend there all night and all day.
Yeah, we could spend all night, all day. I seriously can. I enjoyed the rooftop pool so much. The view was spectacular from every angle. The amenities were good. The staff were pretty nice for the most part, except they told us not to bring our cameras up, so no one was able to shoot with their camera and make Instagram vlogs except for me. I snuck my phone up there. I got warned 2 times. Almost got my phone confiscated. But for you guys, I risked everything. I risked my life, my iPhone 13 Pro, so that you guys can see how it is upstairs in the rooftop. And it was worth it, beyond what I thought it would be.
It's really awesome.
Really, really awesome. And this is her second time, so she knows exactly what she's talking about.
My third time.
It's your third time?
Yes.
Wow, it's her third time. That's good. I want to experience it again.
Yes.
Maybe at nighttime.
Yes,
But
nighttime it's not in the summer because it's
it's still bright.
Yes,
And it
of
closes
course.
at 10,
Yes,
right?
Yes,
Yeah, so it's like almost 10 o'clock right at 10 p.m. but it's still
Yes.
bright.
It's bright.
So you can't really go there at night and see the night view, unfortunately. But according to E, is that during the night, things happen in the spa. Like a lot of couples go in there, and you guys can kind of imagine what can possibly happen.
Yeah. But even during the day, you saw that.
Yes, the couples were
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
very
yeah.
close and intimate. I saw that. But at nighttime, I can only imagine.
Exactly.
So, if you guys want a free show, a live show, you guys can definitely go there at night. It was 50 francs to get in, but it was well worth it, I think. If we had more time, I think we would have stayed a little bit longer too.
Sure.
But that was fine. I think we got the gist of it. We got to experience how it was. And
And 2 hours and it will be still
it's
nice.
still nice. The rooftop is just amazing. I loved it. I can't say enough of how much I like the rooftop. There you have it. So if you guys want to go check it out, they're not sponsoring me, okay? So I'm not getting anything out of this, but if you guys come to Zurich, I think you should definitely go there for a quick couple hours,
Yeah.
relax a little bit. Amazing view, the best view, because just imagine you're in the middle of a city and you're in like a rooftop surrounded by the city, and there's a pool. So I've been here for about 2 weeks now in Switzerland, 12 days to be exact. I think that's what it was. So far my impressions of Switzerland was Zurich. I think Switzerland, I think in general, I'll just do a blanket statement of all Switzerland, but I've been in Zurich, so it could be different in other parts of the country, but Switzerland itself isn't too big. So far, my impressions of Switzerland is very good. So what you hear about Switzerland, you know, it's a rich country, it's very beautiful, a lot of natural sceneries like mountains and seas and stuff like that. It's very true. And the people are generally quite friendly, at least compared to Americans. There are quite a few Americans here, by the way. I ran into a few. And so far, people have been relatively friendly. 3 things I always think about when I travel. Are people friendly? Is it safe? Is it clean? The quality of life. So people are friendly here for the most part. The quality of life here is very good. Things are very expensive here though. Everything's about twice as expensive as the US. But the salary here supposedly is twice as high. So you do get more. But one interesting thing that I've discovered is I've asked everybody, or all the Uber drivers have driven me, and that's good, at least 10, and maybe more, 10, 15 drivers at least. Each time I've asked them, is there anything bad about Switzerland? Their answer is no, nothing is bad. Nothing is bad with Switzerland. Maybe a little expensive, but you get more and salary's higher. So that's generally the answer. I've not gotten any negatives. So they say it's safe, it's clean, which are 2 things that America lacks a lot. And it seems to be true. It seems to be very safe. Country is like, rich, so you don't see any homeless. I saw like a couple, and it was in the train station. That was it. All these days here, I've been here, I've only seen 2. So definitely clean, definitely very safe. I see, people walking around with nice jewelry, nice watches, and no one blinks an eye. So totally safe, and that's good. And would I come back here? I definitely would. Not only is the poker pretty good here, seriously, I wouldn't mind living here. The only thing is English is not as widely used. Most people do, the younger generations do speak English, but most of them, a lot of them don't as well. So you have to speak some Swiss German as well. But the interesting thing is, like, the people that live here, even people that weren't from here, they love it. Everything is positive. That's rare. I've been to over 40 plus countries, and I have never heard not one person say like one thing negative about a country. Did that make sense? Basically, yes. I've been to many countries, and I've always found someone that would say something negative about the country I was visiting. But in Switzerland, it didn't happen. So there must be something good, and business is good. It's good to start businesses here, and come to visit Switzerland. I think you guys will be impressed just as much. Zurich, during the day on a Saturday, you see so many people, a lot of energy along the Zurich Lake, a lot of people out, and Just tons of restaurants, tons of scenic walks, parks, everything. Just people seem pretty happy here. It looks quite nice. That's very nice, right? Alright, today I'm here in Zurich checking out the best barber in town. The place is called Barbershop, and speaking to the owner, he said that it's because this barbershop is slightly hidden and therefore the name Barbershop. So I'm excited. The place looks absolutely amazing and it's got perfect scores on Google reviews wise and 5 stars. So I'm excited to get that nice fade. My hair is a little bit messy, but this is the before, and let's see what they can do. Hopefully a good turnout, but I have the confidence that these guys know how to deliver. So let's go.
Let's see, we got Luca here. Hi man, nice to meet you. So Luca is the owner of this beautiful barbershop.
So what do you guys kind of specialize here?
In the fade cut, American fade cut, I put everything, also beard trim, shaving, everything is related by haircut or beard trim. Yeah.
Right. And you guys are in the middle of Zurich.
Yeah.
In the center.
Yeah.
And,
we are a bit hidden.
Hidden.
We're not in the main street, but that's the name, the Blind Barbershop.
Blind Barbershop. Oh, I like the name.
In Italy, we have to make like everything spontaneous.
No planning.
No planning. Here you have to plan because the part where people are making the profile life, so they want to be organized everything.
Very organized here.
Yes, here it's very organized. In Italy, we have to say, let's go to the beer. Yes, of course.
Okay. But here, let's plan it. Maybe next week.
Yes.
Wednesday at 5:15 p.m.
Yeah, I mean it's also good because like this you can really, how do you say, see everybody you want to see. Yeah, it's more respect I want to say, because there in Italy, if I meet you, I say, oh, Dee, can we go to take a beer? And then probably I say also to another guy, okay, tonight we go out, but and then I say, sorry, I'm with Dee now, because it's too spontaneous, you know.
Different culture, huh? Very
Yeah.
different. Country is so close to each other, right?
Yeah.
The culture is very different.
Yeah. Just 3 hours and then it's completely different.
Very
Yes.
interesting.
Alright fellas, so I'm back in the hotel, taking a better look at the fade overall. Experience was very good. They treated me very nicely. It was a very cool looking barbershop. So overall, very good experience. It was 55 francs, so definitely on the higher, pricier end, but you get what you pay for oftentimes. The fade itself, I'll let you guys decide if you guys think it was nice or not. The time has come for me to leave Switzerland, finally. Been here 12 plus 6 plus 1, so 19 days. Pretty long stay. I gotta say I had a pretty good time, especially the first 2 weeks. The third week was a little bit more slow, wasn't as exciting, and wasn't doing as well in poker as well. But overall, I'm still up over 2,000 in Switzerland, Zurich. At one point I was up 4,300, something like that, and it was great. But then all of a sudden, like everything else, what comes up must come down, and ran into a downswing, lost 3 sessions in a row, and I decided to stop playing the last few days just because I want to leave with some winnings, basically over 2K. That alone paid for all of the hotel, so in Switzerland at least. So it's time to go, and I have something exciting for you guys. Exciting news. I am going to Ibiza. Wasn't planning on it, but I'm going. So the reason for that, I'll share with you in the next video. Alright guys, so it's time for me to leave this nice hotel I've been staying at for almost 3 weeks, 18 days I counted, plus or minus a couple possibly. I left the room in a bit of a mess, so I try my best to not make it too messy, but it's not that bad. So this is the room, and I'm about to check out. So just a recap, I loved everything about this room. It's got, just really quickly, nice comfortable bed, queen size. This hotel is only maybe a month old, so I'm one of the first occupants, and everything was brand spanking new. A lot of goodies, especially some hidden things like, bring you over here, a fridge that I did not know existed. Such a dork until 3 days or 4 days into it. So it was a nice fridge, pretty hidden, safe, absolute must. I love it. Let's check to make sure I got nothing in there left behind. Always double check the safe. I've almost walked out of a hotel room one time without checking the safe, and that's never good. So it's got good closet space. Suitcases in the way, but the closet's a closet and spectacular there. But everything is brand new. Switches are nice. It's funny how I mention switches, but sometimes you just don't know what the switches actually do in these hotel rooms. But this one actually, I do. It's got everything within arm's length reach. Controls for all lights next to your nightstand, and a nice, what do you call this, HVAC system, AC, very fancy. It actually works. What is this for? Yeah. Oh, dimmer. Okay. So one thing that I thought was pretty cool is besides these blinder shades, it's pretty common. It's blinder shades, you got the sheer ones. There's also, I think this must be a Swiss-German thing that I think I saw in a German hotel one time, but they have exterior shades that can further block, here you can see it, further block the exterior light or wind or whatever it is. It's coming down right now, but I thought that's pretty cool. That's a nice touch. So let's roll it back up. So that's pretty cool. And USB portals, nice TV, just brand spanking new. Everything is working, obviously. Bathroom is nice, good enough. Nice shower. Get the handle shower and the rain shower, which is always nice, a nice touch. That's about it. I enjoyed my stay here. It was only roughly on average 115, I say only. But in Switzerland, 115 a night is very cheap. It's close to the airport. Usually hotels that are closer to the airport are cheaper. This one I don't mind, especially when there's it's brand new, plus there's all the stuff you need. There's restaurants across the street. There's a supermarket, there's 2 supermarkets. And then there's McDonald's if you want that, coffee shop, gas station, the list goes on. So basically, I enjoyed my stay here. And if I were to ever come back to Zurich, I would probably come here again and stay here. Other people were fairly nice. And one thing, always check the rates through different sources. Bookings.com, hotels.com, the hotel website itself, and lastly, the front desk. And that's what I did. I checked all the 3 websites, and the best rate I got was 138 for this last night, and it just felt a little high. So what I did was I went to the receptionist and I talked to them, and I said, how come the average night was only 115, and this is it's a Monday night, it should be so expensive. So she ran her system, nice girl, don't know what her name is, but she says, I can give you a 165 francs rate for tonight. I'm like, that's higher than all the websites. So she says, okay, let me check again. Told her I've been here for 17, 18 days, almost 3 weeks. And what she did was, you know what? I can give you the rate that you've been used to. So the last rate was 121 the night before. So she said, I'll give it to you for the same rate. And voila, just like that, I saved 20 francs or so, just like that. So just a tip for you guys, when you guys travel, be nice to the receptionists, people at the front. Always smile, doesn't cost you anything. Naturally, I like to talk to people and smile anyway, so it comes very easily and you get perks for that. So that's about it. One thing, oops, I forgot. One thing I do want to mention. There's 4 stories in this hotel room and I'm situated on the 3rd level. So if I had to point out one thing I don't like, and this is pretty massive too, the walls and the ceilings between the floors seem to be very thin. I can hear anybody. I can hear people that are walking around upstairs, maybe not even directly above me, just abnormally loud. Maybe because we have hardwood floors here, that definitely makes a difference. Most hotel rooms have carpet, so I think that definitely contributed to it. But every morning at 5 or so, 6 or so, people are waking up and walking around, so that's loud. And also the cleaning, the maids outside, I guess their station or whatever, their main, I guess, inventory, stockroom, whatever, is right outside, maybe 2 doors down, and I can hear them swing the door in and out constantly all morning. And it just bugged the hell out of me. I had my white noise on too, just to drown it out, and it still just wasn't good enough. So that's the only thing I have to knock. Overall, this hotel is still thumbs up. I think it got 9 out of 10 in terms of, you know, the score for hotel guest reviews. So all in all, good. But that's all I got to say. See you in the next one. Peace.